Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have the county preparing for an urgent workshop for Nights of Lights this Wednesday. The deadline for homeowners to challenge their property taxes is upon us. An airline captain arrested after road rage punch, and $20 million going into State Road 16 improvements. Million. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We've got Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Ben 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. Support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe to YouTube or Rumble, and download our app from the Apple App Store. We love Facebook stars. You can send those stars to us. We love them.
Love them.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
And they help the algorithm.
They do. If you want more people to see us, and send the stars, and that tells Facebook that you like us. Yeah. And they'll show us to more people.
Oh, hey, happy Tuesday.
You survived Monday without me?
Yeah, it was a lot of interviewing yesterday.
It was a lot of interviewing. A lot of conversations for you, Troy. How you doing? You survived?
I survived. Yeah. And last night I got real excited. I don't know if you watched the walkthrough at Flagler.
That was a really good one.
Okay, so the chandeliers that are in the room that were made by Tiffany, I didn't realize we're cleaning up our movie right now, and Chad sent me a new clip, and I watched the entire movie again for like the 900th time, with it all cleaned up and everything.
Yeah.
And the chandeliers are in the movie.
That's cool.
The Tiffany chandeliers that he's talking about in the movie, when they're talking about when Lyndon Johnson came and spoke at Flagler College, or at the Ponce Hotel at that time.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, those are the chandeliers we were just talking about.
That's awesome.
So it was really kind of cool. Like, and there was no one awake with me. Everyone was asleep, and I'm like, there's no one to talk about. So you guys had to listen to the story.
That's cool.
You guys had to listen to the story. So happy Tuesday. Great interview last night. Great interview with Marine Rescue. Make sure you're diligent this weekend if you're out at the beach. The riptides are extremely strong.
Yeah.
We're moving right along here in St. Augustine. It is August 26th, and neither one of us can believe it's that late.
End of August.
Yeah. What happened to this year?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
January took a year and a half, and then the rest of the year has been about 2.5 days.
Yeah. A lot's changed in the last 8 months.
Yeah. It's rather weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like your patterns that you've got going on. So you got subtle pattern here, white on white pattern, and then I like it's echoed in the band. I like it.
Yeah, there's a little theme to my madness in the morning, even though no one sees it. So,
but we all get to enjoy
it. I hope people see. Yes, and Rebecca, I do have my hair down. Thank you for noticing.
Good. So. Blake, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, but a little bit tired. But
tired?
But that's because it's my own fault for watching both Batman movies back to back up in Jacksonville.
Have you ever danced with the devil in pale moonlight?
It definitely felt like I did last night.
Yeah, I bet so.
I do on a regular basis.
Do we have a question of the day?
We do have a question of the day, and it has to do with movies. What was the first movie you went to on your own without your parents?
First movie I went to on my own. I distinctly remember the first movie I went to alone as a driver was Titanic.
Oh, wow. A long one, too.
I know. Well, so it wasn't even my first time seeing it. I saw it on a date, and the guy I saw it with was snarky and sarcastic about it. So it's like, well, first of all, not going on a second date. And
I'm going to go enjoy this
I'm
movie.
going to go and experience this movie without that dork that was sitting next to me. So, yeah, I drove myself to Titanic. That was the first one I remember.
So, Blake, what about you? What do you think your first movie without your parents?
First movie without my. Dang, I'm having a hard time trying to think about.
Last night.
No.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No. It's definitely not that. I'm just. Ooh, there definitely was like a long gap between like the time I like from like 2015 to like 2022, like that where
I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I just really didn't care for like movies a whole lot, so probably, Jackass Forever.
Classic.
Yeah.
What about you, Troy?
I think mine, and I think it might be the one we were talking about today, is Raiders.
Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Because I was checking, because it was between E.T. and Raiders.
Uh-huh.
And E.T. is in 82, Raiders is in 81.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it has to be Raiders of the Lost Ark. So
nice.
I don't know, probably around that same time would have been Return of the Jedi. So I don't know which one of those came out first. So I'm going to do a quick Google, but I think
live fact checking.
Yeah, live fact checking. It's Raiders.
Got to be Raiders.
Raiders is the winner. So
that is wild. So what we were talking about Raiders is that it came out in 81 and it's set in 36. And if you released it today with the same time span, the same gap, it would be set in 1981.
Yeah.
And I did not like that at all.
Yeah. Yeah. The time frame, the separation's the same.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then we were discussing she was born in that year, and I was actually at the movies that year.
You were independently watching movies.
I was at the movies without my parents.
Yeah.
I wasn't alone. I was with a crew, but
yeah.
It was
I'm sure I saw a movie a year.
Yeah, you probably did with your parents.
With my parents, for sure. My parents were into movies, so I'm sure I did.
Yeah. So did you have a town that had a drive-in or no?
No, I haven't gone to a drive-in.
You've never been to a drive-in. Blake, you've never been to a drive-in.
Never been either.
Field trip.
Yeah. I think they still have one in Ocala.
I think so.
So
someone put it in the comments when I mentioned last time that
because they did the drive-in version in the year not to be named,
and
they cut down all the trees.
Yeah. So people were so mad.
Yeah.
They're crepe myrtles.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Believe me,
they sprout again.
They're replaceable. So, but no, drive-in was a big thing in DeLand.
Yeah. So. I bet so. Now it's time for a quick check of the weather.
A quick check of the weather. Guess what? Same old, same old. It's going to be cloudy. Not as big a chance of rain today.
Okay.
And it only gets to a very balmy 88.
Balmy. I was told there was a cold front coming through. Was
this
I
is
lying?
it.
This is it. Okay, that's true. It's only 77 at 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah.
This is our August cold front.
Ugh.
So yeah, it's only about a 15% chance of rain today. And for July and August, that's pretty low.
That is. All right. That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets, Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music Thursday through Sunday. Open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Traffic.
Again with the dark cameras. Sparsely populated and well-moving. We like that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good.
All right, no
All right.
words.
That Hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. All right, we've made it. The deadline's approaching for homeowners to challenge 2025 St. Johns County property taxes. St. Johns County property owners are being reminded that they have just a few weeks left to review and challenge their annual property tax notices. Property appraiser Eddie Kramer says the deadline to dispute values listed on the 2025 Truth in Millage, or TRIM, notices is September 9th. The notices, mailed and posted online on August 15th, outline your market value, assessed value, and taxable value. The taxable value is what your bill is based on after exemptions are applied. Owners have 25 days from the mailing date to request a review or file a petition with the county's Value Adjustment Board. That process runs through the Clerk of Circuit Court and Comptroller's Office and can be accessed at stjohnsclerk.com/VAB. V as in Valentine, A as in Apple, B as in boy. Kramer stressed that the TRIM notice is the most important tax document homeowners receive each year, urging residents to make sure they receive all eligible exemptions and their values look correct. While the March 1st exemption deadline has passed, late applications, including homestead exemptions, can still be filed through September 9th. For more information, residents can call the property appraiser's office at 904-827-5500, visit the office on Lewis Speedway in St. Augustine, or go online at sjcpa.gov. A video explaining how to read your TRIM notice is available for you on YouTube, which is kind of funny. You pick it up and you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you read.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of things on there that, people are going to be like, what's fined, what's, and there's little tiny tidbits on there that all adds up to your taxes.
Yes.
It's not,
And
it's
that's why
not
the video is
100% your county people. It's not 100% your city people,
Mm-hmm.
and if you live in the city, you live in the county, you're paying about 1% of your value of your house. You live in the city, it's about 1.5.
Yeah.
So, just kind of, that's as simple as, it's not always 100% accurate, but that's as simple as I can make it.
Right on.
Because taxes aren't, they're a little confusing.
What?
On purpose.
They're
Yeah.
confusing.
They don't want the average Joe to know.
Mm-mm.
They don't want you to know.
Yeah. They're convoluted on purpose so they can get away with charging you more. People in Facebook pages all across St. Augustine have very strong opinions about these TRIM notices.
Mm-hmm.
I knew exactly when they landed in everyone's mailbox because they're posting about it online. So they're there. If you want to contest, you have just a little bit of time to do it.
Careful what you ask for. Yeah, the same people that are probably complaining about their taxes also have their house listed $200,000 higher than what
they
they're
bought it for?
actually what they're getting taxed on.
Yes.
So
that was the conversation I had with my husband, was like, I'm seeing a lot of people mad about these TRIM notices. It's like, he was reading it. It's like, did our taxes go up? He's like, I mean, if everything passes, yes, it'll go up, but it'll go up like $200. And what they're taxing us on is a fraction of what our home would actually sell for.
And if you look at the exemptions, I mean, there's so many big exemptions.
Mm-hmm.
We just go.
I feel like I'm being
Glad we live in Florida. We'll send you a TRIM notice from New Jersey for the same number and see if you still want to go complain.
I get to input property taxes, and that might be why I have a different perspective. I have to input property taxes for a different job that I do. for store locations all across the country. And so I see property taxes from Florida to Texas to Arizona to New York and California and Washington State and Oregon.
I'd like to see. I'd like to see just take the values of 2 equals Florida versus California and New York and see what it looks like.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's not pretty. I can tell you that. It's not pretty. All right. A very close to home story today. Airline captain arrested for punching a man in St. Augustine road rage incident just outside county jail. I mean, location. A violent road rage incident in St. Johns County has landed a local man behind bars. Deputies say 54-year-old St. Augustine resident and airline captain was arrested Tuesday evening after striking another driver in the face during a confrontation on Lewis Speedway right outside the county jail. According to the sheriff's office, the suspect approached the victim's vehicle around 4:46 p.m., breaching the driver's side window before punching the man in the jaw and lip. Deputies noted visible swelling and a cut on the victim's mouth. The charge filed is burglary with assault or battery, a felony. Investigators say both men accused the other of erratic driving before stopping near the jail, but a witness at the scene supported the victim's account. The surveillance video from jail cameras showed the suspect exiting his vehicle and walking toward the driver's window. While the footage didn't capture the actual strike, deputies determined there's enough probable cause to make an arrest. After being read his Miranda rights, the suspect admitted to a heated argument but denied throwing a punch. He was later taken into custody at his St. Augustine home. I mean, if you're gonna punch someone in the face, don't do it in front of the jail.
Right in front of the jail. There's cameras there.
They have 1 or 2 cameras.
Yeah, and Blake, how's your face today?
Poor guy.
I'm fine.
Where was that? And at the time,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that would track.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Wait, hold on a second. Do you really think all like that how my driving is? I'm the type of guy that causes road rages.
Anybody can.
Anyone
can. And that's the thing is you don't necessarily, these people that have road rage, they're looking just to be angry. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with your driving. It's just they're looking to be angry.
Everyone does something stupid behind the wheel at some point. I mean, we've all dropped a drink and swerved or whatever. We've all done something that could have impacted someone. And if you impact the wrong person on the wrong day, then you've got someone flipping you off and screaming and chewing you out. It doesn't really matter how careful you are.
Yeah, I mean, just think leaving breakfast the other day, the guy who I ended up flicking off. I did nothing wrong, and this guy just laid on the horn because he wanted to go 9,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then he swerved around in another lane, and I mean, he was gone. But of course, as he went by me, he would make zero eye contact with me.
Of course. Because why would you look someone in the eye?
And by the way, just so you know, don't flip off guys that look like a prospector. That's probably not going to get you the result you think you're going to get. So
he's lucky his tires are intact.
You could end up getting a punch in the face.
Are you saying that you resemble this airline pilot?
He's the right age. I would love to hear the entire story.
What are we doing?
There's still no reason to get punched.
I'm just now cluing in on the age. This is a Gen X Florida resident.
That's what I'm saying. I heard that immediately. I was like, oh,
I did not.
That tracks.
Yeah. Who was the victim? What the age of the victim? I'm curious.
It was probably a Z or millennial.
I'm thinking Z or boomer.
I think it's Zer.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think it's a Zer. I don't think a Gen X would hit a boomer.
No. Still a little childhood trauma there.
No. Just out of respect.
Yeah.
We us Xers do respect
your elders. Just nobody else.
It was built into us to respect the elders.
Nobody else.
And the other generations just do stupid shit. So
sure we do. 100% we do. I mean, I'm honorary Gen X. We talked about this in my class because
you're more Gen X than you are millennial.
Some of my students I mentioned we were talking about vernacular and the common tongue of a people or a region, and how their slang is their vernacular, and I referred to it as, your Gen Z slang, and I got no, or I think I called it a Gen Alpha slang, and they're like, no, we're not Gen Alpha. I'm like, pretty sure you're Gen Alpha. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, we're not. And they're not allowed to use their phones. So they're like, I'm really worried about this. Can we look it up? So we took a break so they could check. And turns out
they were Gen Alpha.
Most sources put them as Gen Alpha, and they were devastated for the rest of the day. Now I can just say skibbity toilet at them, and they're just like, shame of being Gen Alpha. Yeah, no. They were really convinced they were Gen Z.
Yeah, I mean, and the good thing about being Gen X, no matter what you say about us, we don't care. Mm-hmm. We just don't care.
Yeah. So I was really convinced, and I shared this with them, I was really convinced that millennials were all the whiny babies that were behind me. And so I was making fun of millennials until I looked up when millennials
You are an
were
actual
born.
millennial.
And I still make fun of millennials because millennials are absurd.
Yeah, because you're 1 year.
Yeah.
You're at the very cusp.
And I was the youngest of all the people that were around me. Mm-hmm. So all the movies I watched were with older kids, and all the music I was listening to was with older kids. And so I just relate to Gen X references more than millennial references.
So yeah, I think I'm at the older end of the Xers. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm as X as I don't think you could confuse me with any other generation.
I don't think so either.
There's no mixture there.
Based on that hat band, I don't think we could confuse you with any other generation. Yeah. All right, Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. You guys, Sunoco at $21.99, North Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.84. Circle K on 207 is at $2.88. Shell at 146 King Street's at $2.89. We've got Owens on South Ponce at $2.89. Shell on 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard's at $2.89. Shell at North Ponce de Leon Boulevard's at $2.95. Gate on Mizell Road's at $3.19. Gate at US 1 North is at $3.19. Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard's at $3.19. Circle K on US 1 North is also $3.19. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. JC Hatfield Duo is at Milltop Tavern at noon. Brett Blackshears at Tradewinds Lounge at 1 o'clock. Mark Hart is at Tradewinds Lounge at 5 o'clock. Jeremy Weinglass is at Michael's at 6 o'clock. Colton McKenna is at Prohibition Kitchen at 6. Smoke and Joe Showers at Ann O'Malley's Deli and Pub at 6 o'clock. Chase Rideman's at Pierre's Pub at 6 o'clock. But Miriam Morelli is also listed at Pierre's Pub at 6 o'clock, probably performing together. Zach Haywood is at Salt Life Food Shack at 6 o'clock. Camp with 2 A's is at St. Augustine Amphitheater at 7 o'clock. And Trivia with Troy and Blake at Sonny's Barbecue at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
All right. That music report brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted Best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right. You are leaving us tomorrow because you have a hunt or a fish or some kind of manly man prospector activity.
I'm going to do a Gen X thing. I'm going to go. And I was just thinking of why not to mess with a Gen X person. Gen X people usually have a weapon within range of them at any time.
Because Goonies never say die.
Goonies never say die. By the way, that was 85. But I mean, I can tell you this. Here's, and any Southern guy out there, you always have a knife on you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just, if you're wearing pants, you have a knife on.
Yes.
And that's just the way I was raised in the South and the time frame.
Yeah.
So they have weapons.
Strapped to them.
Don't mess with Gen Xers, you know. No, but I'm going on a gator hunt tomorrow, so I won't be here in the morning or on the Bollocks show. I'll be hanging out. Hopefully I'll have 2 gators in the boat by the time Bollocks comes on, but I'm meeting my DeLand crew and having pizza at my favorite pizza place in DeLand. Not here. Augie's is my favorite here. In DeLand is Tom's Pizza.
Nice.
So they have the little square pizza.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Good.
yeah.
We like
so,
those.
And that's so I'm excited to get on. I got to leave the house at 3 a.m.
That's early.
So, and I won't get home.
Or late.
I won't get home until around 9.
Depending on how you schedule your day.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be
3 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Gonna be a long day. Hopefully I catch a couple dinosaurs and we'll see how it goes. Because if I don't get them tomorrow, then I have to wait until like late September to go back. And
Are you gonna bring us a souvenir if you catch something?
no, you don't cut it off of them. You gotta actually, to dress it, you have to have a licensed person to dress the gator.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not officially allowed to do that yourself.
It's not yours until a licensed person has
Well,
touched
it's
it.
yours.
That's the least Gen X thing I've ever heard you say all day.
It's yours, but it's one of those things where people were leaving carcasses and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
They eliminated that portion of it, so it's done right.
I know. So bring that up because my trending story today. You ever heard of catfishing?
Yes.
So catfishing, for those of you that don't know, is representing yourself as someone hot, in shape, accomplished, and wealthy on social media and dating apps to draw attention and love and affection from other people or scam them out of money. So an Oregon man has figured out that men like to put pictures of themselves holding fish in their dating app profile pictures. And so he scans dating app profile pictures in his area for men holding fish. And then he catfishes these men as some hotsy-totsy chick to like talk him up about their prime fishing locations. And then he steals their secret
He does it just to
fishing
get
location. He doesn't want their money. He just wants to know where that person caught that fish. And then he posts videos of himself like in the process of catfishing and then going out to the dude's fishing spot to see if he can catch something cool.
Yeah.
I think this is hilarious.
I think that's one of the best use of catfishing I've ever heard.
It's the most wholesome use of catfishing I've ever heard. So if you're looking for a good fishing spot or gator hunting location, just look at dating apps for pictures with guys.
The beauty of
what you want.
the gator is you have to hunt in a specific area. Like my tags are for Puzzle Lake, which is in Central Florida. Even like over, I can't tell you because it's secret.
Check the dating apps out.
Yeah, check the dating. Check my catfish. No, it's south of like Sanford and like near the Osteen area.
Okay.
Yeah, no one knows where Osteen is. Like 8 people live there.
Sanford, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know Osteen. I was like, restaurant? Weird. Okay. All right.
No,
so
but that's hilarious.
That was the funniest trending story I found in a while.
He doesn't have his own like honey holes. I mean,
I'm sure he does,
Okay.
but like, why not explore somebody else's?
Yeah.
Pause.
Huh?
What'd you say over there?
Honey holes? What are you thinking, Blake?
Blake, where are you going with that?
What's on the TV back there now? I don't think it's Joker anymore.
No, it's Tim Tebow.
It's football players. I like
Yeah.
men in tight pants.
Yeah,
too.
Bobby
sorry.
says he catfishes them to get catfish.
Exactly. So funny. So wholesome. All right. County to weigh extent of Knights of Light's funding in hastily called meeting this week. An urgent meeting is now on the calendar as St. Johns County leaders decide how much support they'll give to one of the biggest holiday events in the area. All right, let me find my spot because I double-clicked the window. I did it again.
Yeah,
All right, the Board of County Commissioners will hold a special meeting. It's a workshop Wednesday at 3 p.m. to determine county funding for St. Augustine's annual Nights of Lights. The session will be broadcast live. Commissioner Sarah Arnold pushed for the workshop last week, saying budget uncertainty has caused confusion among organizers less than 3 months before the celebration begins. City of St. Augustine originally requested $1.2 million to help offset swelling crowds and infrastructure needs. The Tourism Development Council later voted to recommend $850,000 for the crowd control barriers, portable restrooms, and additional parking. But some commissioners remain skeptical. Commissioner Clay Murphy says he won't back the funding without specifics on how every dollar will be used and without full involvement from the Sheriff's Office on mobility and public safety. The workshop will give commissioners, city leaders, and the public a chance to weigh in before final funding decision is made. So you're going to miss this because you're going to be killing gators in the
Yeah, so
swamp.
I'm a little upset I'm missing this because I was pretty talkative during the TDC. I mean, one of the things that I wanted to see was I wanted the sheriff department to handle the traffic side of it. I wanted the city to handle the law enforcement on the ground side, and they have to work together, which is how they do it at the amphitheater, and they're used to doing it at TPC and major events and stuff like that. So I think the experience, and I think it's cost effective because they can use PSAs instead of law enforcement, which is about a 30% savings.
Yep.
Just with that alone. And then the other one is I wanted them, they're talking about putting in the extra bathrooms, and I wanted them to not rent where the bank property is, because they're supposed to rent there, and that's where they're going to put the bathrooms and the other things. I think that's a little out of where people are used to looking for bathrooms.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with them closing Charlotte, that little section at the end of the plaza, and extending that all the way through, because there's a circle there too.
Yeah.
So it kind of will spread out that a little bit, and putting the bathrooms there like they do on light up night.
I like that.
Because you have the roundabout already. I mean, I use that little cut through every single day. So it's if it's like, oh, that's going to affect people's driving. Yeah, it's mine. It's mine. I'm telling you to do it.
Yeah.
So
I'm giving you permission.
but I won't be there, unfortunately, because they scheduled the meeting, and I'd already scheduled this, and it had already got rescheduled, so I can't get out of my commitment tomorrow.
Yes.
But so those were the two big things that I really, I think they can save some money on both of those items. But law enforcement can't get paid through the TDC money.
Okay.
So they're moving money from here to there, which is what it is. So it's kind of a balance of how that happens too.
Right on.
So there's a lot going into it. We're an advisory board. The request started at 1.2. We thought we could come up with $850,000 from the TDC using specific reserves.
Okay.
And we didn't want to touch category 1 reserves, because if we get in a jam, that's where we need to do our marketing, and when things go south.
Yeah.
So
if the money's not there, the money's not there.
Yeah. Yep. So
yeah. So you can fund the tools like the barriers.
we can do the barriers. We can do bathrooms.
Okay.
We can do the way signs. We can do the parking. We can do a lot of the things, and just the way that they show that money's being spent, that shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
So because they're going to spend more than the $850,000.
All right.
So
$20 million project to upgrade intersection at State Road 16 and International Golf Parkway should ease SJC congestion. Drivers in St. Johns County could soon see relief from one of the area's biggest traffic headaches. County leaders broke ground Monday on a $20 million project to upgrade the intersection at State Road 16 and International Golf Parkway. The project will expand State Road 16 to 4 lanes from Mill Creek Park to IGP and install a smart traffic light system that uses sensors to adjust to traffic volume, keeping cars moving more smoothly. Commissioner Sarah Arnold says the upgrade is overdue, pointing to heavy congestion near 4 schools, all clustered on the same road. Superintendent Dr. Brennan Asplin says the project will be a tremendous asset for students, parents, and staff traveling to Tocoy Creek High, Mill Creek Academy, Passetti Bay Middle, Piccolata Crossing, and Wards Creek Elementary. The improvements are part of a $24.7 million effort, with completion expected by spring of 2026. Meanwhile, the St. Johns County Parkway extension from IGP to Silverleaf is almost finished. Ahead of schedule, it's expected to open by the end of October, providing a new 4-lane north-south corridor with a multi-purpose path. When the Parkway extension ties into State Road 16, county leaders say it will take major pressure off of State Road 16 and the IGP intersection, part of a broader $55 million plan to reduce delays, improve connectivity, and make travel safer in northern St. Johns County. So we said that government projects never finish early, but it's ready ahead of schedule at this point. Mm-hmm. Thoughts? It's the unicorn.
It's not.
It's not done yet.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they're saying it's ready, but it doesn't always work that way.
Right on.
Yeah, it's easy to go ahead and say, okay, we'll give you the TCO or the CO, the temporary occupancy, certificate of occupancy. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's probably still. Right. I'm sure the people working there can answer that a lot better than we can. Mm-hmm. So
October doesn't feel far for us, but I bet it feels far for them.
Oh yes, oh yes.
All right, Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
On this Tippin' Tuesday, even though it's a cold front, I will toil and tear through the titillating commentary of our tribe.
All right. That titillating toil is brought to you by B&S Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to B&S Signs, proudly family-owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high-quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with B&S Signs. Visit bnssigns.com, because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a customer prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Ucine Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. All right, Troy, give us a comments report.
All right, so Costco is at 264, BP Speedway and Wawa at 319. Thank you guys for that. Scott says that the pilot is going to need Chris Lucero. You're probably right on that one. And evidently, Bobby reported that southbound at 95 near Emerson, there is a bus or something that's overturned, or something's going on out there. So if you're headed in that direction, be prepared for some slow traffic. And we have Commissioner Cynthia Garris in there. Hope you have a great day, my friend.
Hey, Cynthia. Thanks for joining us. All right, we have a Stoidem stat.
Stoidem stat. Also, Tim put in there about the bourbon and barbecue Friday, September 19th. Awesome. Stoidem stat. Okay, we had a couple of Stoidem stats. This is when the 19th Amendment was passed, but I did that like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So I went to one that's a little more important. It is.
The girl on the panel was like, "No, we're not talking about that one."
Yeah. Nah, it's not that one.
Yeah.
Today's the day the first night game was played in Major League Baseball.
The first night game?
The first night game. It was in 1939.
Okay.
All right. And the Reds were playing the Dodgers.
Okay.
All right. And right now the Reds and the Dodgers are playing each other in a series. I don't know if they planned this around it at the same time,
The
but it was kind of
anniversary.
neat. Kind of neat. But it was in Brooklyn. It was in Ebbets Field.
Okay.
And I should have checked and saw who won the game. I'm gonna say the Dodgers, just knowing the time frame of when it was.
I mean,
Actually, the Dodgers weren't that good then.
I'm going Reds.
Okay, it
Reds.
might have been the
Look it
Reds.
up.
I'm gonna see if I can get to it. Oh
So
man,
first night game,
yeah.
it took him that long to get a light bulb.
Well, it was. Oh, I'm sorry. It was the first televised game, not
televised
night game.
game.
Oh my gosh, I totally could have screwed up my trivia people. So hopefully you guys stuck around for this one. It was the first televised
Fact check.
game. The announcer was Red Barber, and I'm trying to see who won the game.
Uh-oh, Dad, you have a problem.
What's that?
August 26th was a doubleheader.
Oh,
The Reds won the first game. Dodgers won the second game.
so we're both right.
We're both Reds.
Think of the positives of that.
I was totally thinking of the game
Okay.
that we won.
All right.
100%.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, so now everyone's saying like, okay, I'm trying to read this as here, like because it's saying like so it looks like the first game that was televised was the Reds win game, which was 5-2 Reds.
Obviously, that's when the Reds win. So, but they split the doubleheader.
Yeah.
So, but it was the first televised game, not the first night game. So,
Okay. I was confused for a
yeah,
second.
and yesterday I gave a not so accurate one too.
Yeah.
I was off by a day.
You know why? You need to kill yourself a gator.
I feel like I gotta go. I'm focusing on the gator.
Recenter.
Yeah. I'm focusing on the gator.
That's
My
Start 'em
goal-
Stat.
My goal is to get at least a 10-footer.
Right on.
So-
That's Start 'em Stat, brought to you by St. August Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Riberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today, and then you can compare it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Do we have plugs, Troy?
Plugs. If you get a chance, get out there to trivia at Sonny's. We started Michi's next week, so we're excited.
That's awesome.
With the new venue and being back on the island. I know there's a lot of people out there that are excited to be back on the island.
Island trivia people.
Yeah.
All right. My plug is for Task Force Hydra 1. They just had their first ever surf competition. It went really awesome. There's lots of updates on their social media about it. Task Force Hydra 1 is an amazing group of guys. They support veterans and first responders. So I highly encourage you to find them on social media. Check out that surf competition. They did a really cool job. Do you have any plugs, Blake?
No plugs.
All right. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube and our Rumble. We've got Bollocks tonight. See you tomorrow.
Well, actually,
Not that
Lenny's
guy.
back.
Well, Lenny is back.
Lenny's back tonight. Bye,
Yep.
guys.
Bye.